Yeah, in all seriousness today, I'm going to have a rant right now because I just thought of something that makes me feel upset about the world we live in today, and I'd like to have a serious talk about that. In other videos, I'm most likely going to be happy, but right now, I'm just going to get this off my chest. The world we are in today is a cold, cruel world full of people who are not going to like you, and they're not going to like me, and are going to be truly hateful inside. And those people are called bullies, my friends. They are called people who are rude and make you feel bad. But to think about it, think about all the mean things that you've ever said about a person. Like, oh, she's so stupid. She's so ugly. She's so fat. I wouldn't want to be her ever. Think about all those things that you may have said, anything, or even really thought about a person. Because I even feel like a bully when I think about something bad about a person, but it's usually when you talk, or like if you've texted to someone, or if you've told them to their face, oh, that doesn't make you look good, you look really bad, or I hate your haircut, or said, oh yeah, I hate you, get out of my face, like, said that, or anything. Technically, we're all bullies, because we've said at least one bad thing to someone in our whole lives. We said at least one bad thing. And so I know most of us don't mean to be a bully at all, but we just like maybe saying stuff like we don't really even know that we're saying something mean. Like we're not meaning it in a mean way, or like even something when we say no offense, it still hurts the person's feelings. I don't care what you say, you have at least said something mean or said no offense. And you've done one thing, at least one thing in your whole life that has done to hurt a person. And earlier this week, I was watching a video about a girl tell her life story, and she was crying. And she told us about bullies and how they made her cut and everything. And just it made me almost cry myself, thinking that she had to go through that. And there's people having to go through that. And it never really occurred to me before that one word, if one word could save a person's life, like. Think about what you say before you say it. Taste the poison in your words before you spit them. Just, if you're going to say something mean, I'd really suggest you overlook all the consequences of saying something this rude, especially if it's for no reason. Or maybe if you're jealous of them. I don't give a fuck if you're jealous of them or not. You do not say that stuff. Unless they're the ones being mean to you and you just, like, snap. If you just snap, then it's kind of at least one excuse. Like, if you're kind of holding it in the whole time, and they're being kind of mean to you. Oh, my friend just texted me. Forget the text message. I'm just going to continue talking about my rant. I have to be very serious right now. And you know how, if you watch some of my videos, you know how I have a very tiny attention span. And so I'm going to try and make my attention span last for a very long time. But one word could save a person's life, or kill a person. If you know a friend who's going through this, tell a person. Like, if they're afraid to tell a person, tell an adult for them. Don't just sit on your ass, type in on the computer how to deal with bullying. Well, it's not going to help just doing that. You have to tell someone. You can tell them how to deal with it, or, like, if it's not, like, and to you people who are being bullied, why are you so afraid to tell someone? You shouldn't be afraid. I mean, it may be scary, like, oh, if I do something, like, and they find out I told, they're gonna hurt me, or like, they're gonna hurt me even worse. It's just, the more you let this stay around, the worse it's gonna get. And I just want to explain that to you guys. I know it may be difficult, and I know that at least every person in this world over the age of 10 has been bullied before. And even my friend at my school, she's like only a little 9-year-old or 10-year-old, and she's being bullied by being called fat and stupid. She's in a private school. Most people and parents put their kids in private school to keep them away from that stuff. That just shows you how fast this stuff is spreading. It's like the plague. And it's just, it kills me inside knowing that these people would have to deal with something like this, and especially if you think you can't do anything about it, but you can do something about it. You can tell an adult, tell someone who can help, like the police, or a teacher, or a school attendant, or like a trusted adult, someone that you trust, someone you know will understand you, like your parents. Like, if you're too afraid to tell your parents, then tell someone that, like, you tell them anonymously. Hey, like, put a note in the office, or like leave a note for your a trusted adult, like on a teacher's desk, say from anonymous. Hey, I just want to let you know that this kid, he's been messing with me and making me cry almost every night. He's been calling me ugly and fat, and I don't want to tell you who I am because I'm afraid that if he finds out, if that guy or that girl finds out that I gave you this and told on him and snitched, that he's gonna hurt me even more. So please at least take this up and at least make it stop. Just please, don't let him get off the hook with this. Do something like that, because if you don't do anything, it's just going to incline, I think incline's the correct term, faster and faster and faster, and you might not even know what to do with your life after some of this happens. Like, it bugs me. Like, when you hate on someone, you could hurt their feelings. Definitely. And like, if you don't like Justin Bieber and you say this to a Bieber fan, or if a Bieber fan overhears you, you go, oh my god, all Bieber fans are so stupid, they're dumb airheads, and that stuff. That could really harm a person's self-esteem if they're a Bieber fan. Or if they're like a Directioner and you're like, oh, I don't like One Direction, they're totally gay. Like, that could affect more than, like, the Directioners. It could also affect gay people. And here's one thing I don't understand. I know it may be against your religion, but if two gay people want to marry, then I believe it's okay. You may not believe so, but I believe differently. And it's okay for everyone to have their opinions, in my case. In any case, actually. But I think that if you love someone so much, you could marry them for who they are. You could live happily ever after. Even though people in life say there's no happily ever afters, that's not true. There can be happily ever afters. And so, just like, if you're being bullied, like if you're a guy and you are bisexual and you're being bullied, and they're calling you faggot and mean names, and if you're suffering because you're getting called racial slurs and everything, just tell someone. Tell someone. And even if your friend's doing it in a playful way and they're hurting your feelings, tell them, I know, guy, man, I know you're trying to do this and be funny and playful stuff, but it's really, really affecting my self-esteem, and it makes me really sad inside. And I'd prefer if you didn't do that. And also, I think all you people who are afraid to be who they are inside because you're afraid people are going to mess with you, be who you are. Just don't be an a-hole, because then people are going to start messing with you. Be who you are inside. Don't let people like you for the person you believe that they believe you are. Let the people like you and find your true friends for the people who will accept you for who you really are. And I know this is probably a really long video by now. I haven't checked the time, but I just really wanted to say all this stuff in one video to get all of my serious out for tonight, so we can all have fun and laughs and giggles the rest of the night, and we can all be happy campers and everything, and we won't have to be sad anymore. And all you people who are feeling sad, just know there will be one person in the world who will love you. And if you can't find that one person, then know that I love you. I will love you. I will. And I will help you. If you are being hurt, just inbox me. Like, tell me, and you can tell me your feelings, and I'll listen and respond. And, well, if I know how to respond to an inbox, which I need to figure out. But I'll listen to you, and just know that I love you. If you can't find someone else who will love you, I will genuinely love you. I don't care if you think it's just, like, I'm just saying this, but I will. I love the fact that you gained enough courage to tell me. I think it's terrible what you have to go through. So, that's it for my rant, and just remember, one word can save a life.